So, he's still bald. Calm down. Man, we loaded a Caterpillar 385C excavator, all stripped down, in Lake Elsinore, California. We did. I don't know. I'll show you a clip or two, I guess, of that. Enter all the fog and the magical sparklies and stuff, and woo.
Definitely a lot cooler here than it was in Arizona. So this is the perfect day to do it. They're not open and we have room and time. We don't have to rush is the important part. Nice.
Now I'm back. Listen, we did that over the holiday weekend. I mean, we were sitting there, cool, you know. Shout out to Albert. I'm gonna screw this up. I want to say Ryan and Abe, and I apologize if I got that wrong. We did some cool stuff, man. Sat in the parking lot for 3 days. But we loaded the machine. And you saw, I guess I'll put some of it. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, so we were going to do all kinds of stuff. It was kind of hot. We got involved talking. Albert's a really cool guy. Appreciate it. Shout out Albert. Alberto. Sorry. Used an old 988. I think I put that in there. The video was chaos, and it was really squeaky and noisy, and just, I mean, it was ridiculous. So I just scrapped it, kind of. But I think I showed you a couple things. Anyway, now we are back in I think Salton City is what the thing. Salton City Travel Plaza is where we're at. Binder's over using the bathroom. It's an emergency. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But we did have Alberto's 2 days in a row. God, it's so good. And then we went to El Burro, which is okay. I'm an Alberto's fan. Carne asada burrito, sour cream, guacamole, cheese, and pico de gallo. Extra meat. God, I digress. If you live in Southern California, you know. Somebody leave a comment below. But anyway, listen, I'm rambling. We loaded this 385, and guess what? For the third time in my illustrious career, for the third time in my illustrious career, I have to move a machine. Enter the scale ticket. I don't have it. It's in her truck. I don't know why. We haven't figured that part out yet. Whoosh. Whoosh. There. You see that I'm a little over on the trailer and a little over on the booster. I've already moved some wood, but I figured, you know, I'll show you guys this stuff. And it should be, we should be able to go over the scale and record that too, because I've got a subscriber that wants to know how to do that. Now that I have a minute, maybe, depending on what time we get done, I may record that and show you guys how we scale out multiple axle vehicles. Sounds like stupid fun, doesn't it? For you guys. For me, it's 112 degrees outside. That was slow motion. So, without further ado, hey man, can I have some ado? This is where the pit crew shows up and I just film stuff and then everybody else does it. I'm not going to do much talking. I'm just going to set the camera down here and there. I'm just going to unchain either really loosely, or I may take the chain off times 12. There's 12 of them on there. It's a process. It is a pain in the butt. And I'm only going to move the machine. Some would say it's not worth it. I think I moved 80 to 120 times 3. So say 100 pounds times 3 is 300 pounds. I'm still 400 and something pounds over. We're going to go through the scale right there at Yuma on 8 East. And depending on how they have the scale set up, sometimes you pull in and you stop and you bring your permit in. And then you just kind of roll across the scale and they look at it, and if everything's okay, they just let you go. We could roll across it and they see that it's a little bit over, and then, you know, then they'll stop us and want to talk to us. We get a little bit, but, you know, I don't know. Why not just move it? It's on me. I put it in the wrong spot. Where we loaded, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's on a little bit of a hill, which doesn't make any difference. But I've never loaded one of these, so I put it where I thought it needed to be. And I'm a foot off, to be honest with you. Probably a foot and a half too far back. But to get it legal and to save me a little bit of work, we're only going to move it 6 inches. That'll get me 1,000 pounds, probably a little bit more than that. And then that'll put us under 60 and under 40 on the trailer and the booster, and it'll add a little bit to the Jeep and the drives. So it should work out pretty good. Binder is over there getting in her truck, so she's gonna be here in just a minute. So nothing left to do but to get at it. So like I said, we're gonna unchain. I'm gonna block the machine up, raise the trailer up, block the machine up, undo some chains. Then I'm just gonna back the trailer up. Hopefully I'm straight enough. That's another thing. You want to make sure that you're somewhere level. We're level this way, but we are down a hill a little bit. Not really a big deal. You just want to make sure you're level side to side. I am about 1 inch to 1.5 inches to the passenger side. So when I do this, I'm going to actually adjust it to the left just a little bit. It's not bad, but you know, 120,000 pound machine, when you're off 1 inch or 2, it makes it tip just a little. I'd rather have it tip toward the center line. It's tipping that way. And again, that was the terrain wasn't level. No excuses though. Pull your panties up. Ow! And you know. Yeah, so they said 704 times. That's the limit. So here we go. Happy, happy, joy, joy. This is ridiculous. So listen, I just put, see, I'm standing straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the end of the 5th triangle, right? That other line up there is where I'm going to put it. Now I'll get closer. See the lines? That line is where it is. I'm going to move it to there. I just realized that in order to do that, I've got to move all this wood so that I can slide those two, the two 10x12s. When I pick it up, I'm going to slide them forward, and then I'll slide the two in the back forward. So I got to move all this wood, which 4 of these 8x10s are coming out and going, you know, out, and then 4 of the 6x8s are going on top of the 8x10s, and that's what's going to pick it up. And then once we get it picked up, we'll set it back down on the wood, and I'll just back the trailer up. Again, this is only the 3rd time in my illustrious career that I've had to do this. 99 times out of 10 I get it. Oh, we're on a big old hill. That's not good. See that mound? I don't know if you can see that. There's a big old mound right there, and that is no good. So we got to pull forward. I got to pull forward about 10 foot, I guess. Can't have that on there. Man. It'll screw things up. It will. All right, let me get back to you. Water. Water. Or half and empty. You ever stand in the kitchen and you know how, remember how we used to have those ovens that you had the window in the front? And you could look in there and you could see the whole chicken just bubbling away, and like, man, that's gonna be good. That's what it feels like out there. Yeah. Save me. Alright, so look. We dumped that a little bit. I usually put the mud flaps on the ground, just touching. We're getting ready to start that up. I got the wood all out. I was just going to do an 8x10 10 high. I'm just going to put the 8x10 wide with the 6x8 on there. We'll go 6 high, so 10 plus 6 is 16 inches. I know that'll lift it up. I got that pumping up currently. I do not have these chains undone yet. Look, I moved all the wood earlier up front trying to get it down, but it is what it is. And then I got, now these I got to take all the way off, because they're going to be, the trailer is going to be going backwards, so all these will be like stretched, so I don't want them to catch or nothing, so they're all coming off. But I don't, I mean, there's no reason for you guys to see all that. Never let them see you sweat. But that's what it looked like. Oh, maybe I should get you a shot from the other side. There's yeah, a lot of greenery, you know, kind of pretty out here. Don't step in that hole. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it likes to bite. This is what we got going on. That's what we look like over here. Like I said, I don't know, I'm about a foot from where the 390s, 374s and all that. I'm usually, like I said, that 4th triangle. I don't know what I was thinking. Really don't. I can't tell you because I don't know. But that's what we look like. That's a retread. You just retread it. It'll work. There we go. Hey, look, there I am in the mirror. That's how. Can't see me over there? I'm in the mirror. Hey. I have no words. I have no words for that. All right, so listen. It's not hot out here at all. I'd show you the guy that comes out every now and then, and he puts the water on the rocks. I'd show you him, but he's camera shy. It's probably stupid windy. All right, I'm gonna try to keep the camera from melting, so I'm gonna put it back in the truck on the charger. So let me get back to you. what was that, like, how long has that been? About 35 seconds? 40 seconds? This thing ain't even on, is it? Hello? Oh, it's on. Come on. I'll take you for a walk. No, it's not going to be on the wild side. Well, I mean, it's possible. binder. Okay, so see, we're off the wood, right? My chains are all slack, blah, 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 blah. They're up on the wood, but the machine right now is completely suspended on the four corners on those blocks. I'm hoping that the parking brake has been engaged. It has. We are gonna take a break now. That's a fact. So, let me get back to you. Hey! Damn, I'm good. I didn't even need any help or anything.
Really?
The camera slipped. All right, I figured out that, thank you, binder. I figured out that I've got about 5 minutes of recording before the GoPro gets hot. It's either that hot out here or something wrong with the camera. Hello. Okay, but listen, and I apologize about the wind. It's picked up. But you see what happened, right? We backed the trailer up a little further than I wanted to, but it's all right. See, now I got to pull the wood. I got to get under there and pull the wood forward, and the wood back there, I've got to straighten out and push forward. I apologize about the wind. Let me block it here. And then we'll chain all this down, and Bob's your uncle. Santoyo. See, we caught the wood a little bit. I should have pulled that top one off, but I'm lazy. That's hot. Maybe I should put an egg on there and fry it just to see if it will. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, it's just hot out here. Okay, so I'm gonna get back at it. I'll update you here, but I'm gonna put you in the truck. Keep you cool, keep you plugged in, man. Keep you plugged in. I'm gonna do some measuring. I think we're a little bit off. That gap and that gap don't look the same. But if it's not the same, there's not really a whole lot I can do. Get in, start it, and turn the machine, but I really don't want to get into all that. I'd rather just leave it, chain it, whatever. But all right, let me get back to you. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, the pen, it's for effect. I did get up in the machine and I moved that. We're a little off, an inch and a half. Should be all right. I've got the back pumped up where it's touching. Now we're gonna start this up. And we're gonna raise this up. Probably gonna be loud. Hello, I tell you over there. probably gonna be loud. You always want to put a little pressure on it and let things kind of settle. I noticed it shifted a little bit, not really a lot, but enough. And back here we got a little bit of pressure on there. All the chains are still loose. It's still pumping up. Probably got to go start the truck. Yep. I'm out of air. He's a huffing. He's a puffing. See, I'm almost off the wood, right? Pick it up just enough. I let it kind of relax, you know. I still gotta get air back there, so I'm gonna go start the truck right quick. Hey, let this run for about 5-6 minutes, and then you can shut it off. She probably ignores me. I know she ignores me. She doesn't ignore me. You never know. All I'm trying to do is get it off of that wood right there. So, you know, let that build up a little bit of air. See, and you guys thought that I just like sat in a lounge chair all the time or something. I don't know. What you guys think? Probably a lawn chair. Side of the beach with a pina colada. We're just waiting for it to air up. It's like watching paint dry. That's what the Pilot / Chevron looks like in Salton Sea, California. There's a Salton Sea over there. There's a Family Dollar. In case you were wondering what it looked like. Big old brown building. He's been here for like 3 weeks. I think somebody ought to check on him on a serious note. But, alright, listen. Just letting things air up. Taking a while. Let me get back to you. See, look. Just gotta wait for it to air up. And this should be loose. Oh. The back is always the hardest. And this side, way that the ground is, this side here is probably going to be a pain in the butt. Good deal, Maynard. Warm out here. And see, about the time that this booster, I'll tell you, don't say it out loud. It takes a long time for that booster to catch air. That's the truth. Like 5 to 7 minutes. And all that time you got the truck running. Okay, hold on. So now you just set everything, this is already set, but now you just set everything to ride height. Shut your flappers, or that flapper. Shut your flappers. Lower this down nice and slow. Make sure our pin's locked. Shut your handy dandy gas shut off valve off. I installed that myself. Make sure they're all in. I'm on a little bit of a hill back here, but make sure they're in. It's still settling, but we're at 80 psi. These gauges aren't, they're not correct. So 80 psi. Just under 80 psi. That'll go a little bit lower here in a minute. So we're at 78 there. So let's say 80, 78. This should be right at 80. My calculations are correct. And we're just 79.5. So now we were 60,000, just over 60,000, and that should be shutting off in about 10 seconds. Somebody count it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He was wrong. He was wrong. He was wrong. 3 he was wrong. Wanting to shut off there. Oh, it wasn't very far off. About a minute and a half. Oh, look, shade. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna set you down. My arm's tired. So listen, and I don't know if I can get a scale ticket. We got people parking over there now. I'm gonna try to get a scale ticket here. We were just over 60,000 and just over 40,000 before we moved this pig. So now we're almost even on the gauges. So I'm thinking 57. I'm thinking 57,000 on this Tridem and 57,000 on that Tridem. Pretty close, but that's it, man. Other than the scale ticket, I was wanting to record, but look, these two people parked right in front of the exit for the scale. Like, what is that about? So now there's no way I could get on that scale and pull out. So if they're there in the morning time, I guess I got to do that somewhere else. It's one of the bad parts about this, that's one of the bad parts about this, you know, multi-axle thing. We can only scale in certain places. And then if there's people doing dumb stuff. But anyway, look, I'm just going to tighten all these chains down. Then I'll put my wood in there, get it all buttoned up. Again, I did move the machine a little bit. We're still an inch off, but it's kind of better than it was. So tighten the chains down, put my wood down in the middle, and Binder's in there doing something for dinner. It's awesome. I'm gonna go get her truck and put it in the shade. Whew, these trucks bake out here, like for real. For really real. But all right, so listen, I don't know if I'm gonna get the scale, but if I do, it'll be the next clip. If I don't, I hope you enjoyed it. Trying to do something, you know. I was gonna do a 4th of July thing, but it did not come out the way I wanted it to at all, so we gave up on it, like I said. But I'm not gonna ramble no more. I appreciate you guys. See you in the next one. Unless there's that whole scaling out thing, then I'll see you at the end of that. But if I don't see you at the end of that, then this is the end. You guys.